Okay, I have two little pulleys made. We're over here on the mill now. I'm going to set up and first I'm going to see where I can put my camera. Just zoom out a little bit. I think this will work. If I don't bang it. Alright, I got it clamped onto the vise. Alright, so what I want to do is put them in the vise here. Put a parallel in underneath here. And then we'll stick this in here like that. That ought to work. Now I'm going to put a stop there so I can do both the same. Stop here. I need to find the Allen wrench for that. I think it's this one. That ought to work. And push that up against that stop. Tighten it. And now I'm going to eyeball it this way, but I got to get it on center. So, I'm going to take a small drill. Well, what size drill do I need for a 172? I don't remember that one. You'd think I would because I've used it a few times. A 159. Or, I mean, a 59. I have a hard time seeing which in my drill decks if I'm picking the right drill or not. Alright, so now we'll just come over here and we'll come down on it and use the old scale on center line trick. So where's my scale? Here it is. So we'll take the scale, lay it on top, pinch it down. Let's go back a little bit here. All right. Okay, looks like I gotta go to the right, to the right, to the right, to the right. That looks pretty good right there. Doesn't look good there though. What's going on here? Let me get a center drill. I think the drill is kind of just bending where it wants to go. Take a small center drill, that way it ain't gonna wiggle and move. That should give me a better. I could just come down and touch to the side. Yeah, see, now I can see that I gotta go to the left. More. Too much. I think that should be pretty close right there. Eyes are playing tricks on me. Trying to eyeball in and out here now. Here. look in the camera, I can see better. It's magnified. I think that'll do right there now, in and out. And about there. Right there is where I'm going to call it good. Okay, here we go. And then the drill. And then I need to get a 172 tab. About 80. 172. And need the tap guide. We got the tap guide here. Oh, it looks like a monster, doesn't it? I'm looking in the viewfinder of the camera. I like this camera. I like the phone camera. It's a Samsung A10e camera, or phone is what I've got. It's not the latest, greatest phone or whatever, but it does everything I need to do, and then some. And plus this camera is, to me, I think is awesome. It's better than the camera I paid pretty good money for, and it's supposed to be so great, but it's a good camera, but it keeps focusing in, focusing out. It might be just the operator error there, because I don't know what I'm doing with it. My wife's got the same camera. She takes some pretty good stuff. There we go. Oops. Really didn't want that to go all the way up. There we go. And it's tapped. I'm going to... Don't be rolling off. I'll zoom out a little bit. All right. Next, put the next one in. And center drill. Drill. Tap. Down. And I'm going to take that tap out of there right away, because it's pretty easy to rake these. I just need to find where I laid my Allen wrench. Here it is. These in the hot 80s too are pretty simple to break. You drop that handle and tap on the floor and it's done. All right. Now let's see if I can get the little screw. Well, let's just see if I can get the shaft through them. I'll take a piece of shaft that I cut over here. Because there's going to be a nub of a burr in the inside. Let's go this way, go from this side. Snug. It's snug. There we go. Trying to knock that burr off. Well, I'll go over to the lathe and I'll chuck it up and just poke the drill through it again to get rid of the burr in there. And what's next on the agenda? The first shaft I'm going to do on here is going to be the flywheel shaft. So that'll be this shaft going up and down, and that will have this pulley on it, or this flywheel on it, and it hooks up to the displacer. So actually it's the displacer crank or shaft. I'm going to do that first, get that installed, and then we'll work on the power shaft hooking up to the power cylinder here, and that's where I'm going to try to see if I can get those gears to work. I am not sure. I went in and with my cutter by hand and scraped them a little bit to see if I could get them to size the way they're supposed to be. They're 3D printed gears in there, and they didn't do a very good job 3D printing them. They're kind of melted over. If I can't get them to work, I'm going to make some brass ones. I'll make them out of brass, and I'll make them the right size, smaller than these, because these are actually too big. So anyway, I will be back when I'm making that shaft. Okay, I have the two parts, pulleys with set screws in, and I started to just kind of eyeball things, and I noticed that the rod is too long, or the rod isn't too long, but the gland nut is. So I'm going to put a little counter bore in the back side of about 100 thou. Darn it. Well, I was going to chamfer around it anyway, so a good time to do that too. So, get over here on the lathe. I got the gland nut out, and I got the first one out anyway. We're going to try